Hello and good evening.
Hello.
There's nobody here at the moment.
Yeah.
So yes, I've just put that. I've got 3 minute and 5 ad first. I'm leaving it running. The moolah. Oh dear. But yes, hey, we've got 25.
25.
It's all right. I just made Chris laugh because I got like a 3 minute and odd ad before it's on actually on YouTube, and I said to Chris, I said, think at moolah. I says, I'm leaving it running. I'm not skipping ad. All pennies in the bank, as they say.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they say. Take pennies and pounds will mount up. So yeah. Got 3 watching at the moment. Hello to the 3. Come in and say hello.
Well, you got 4 up there and one probably on his way.
So yeah. Yeah. I've got a bit of a dilemma or a bit of an idea what I want to run past people. So I'll wait for people to come in first, and well, wait for a few people to come in. Is it a good idea? Is it a bad idea, etc.? Hi, Vanessa, how are you? So yeah, just quick heads up. Been a couple of shows tonight. Sunshine got photo bombed 3 times, and Maxine and Womble got choked to hell. Yeah. Well, hiya, real Joey B. So you have me turkey ready for tomorrow? What? Oh, Thanksgiving. Yeah, I'm forgetting about that. So yeah, you've got your blue wrench, Johnny. If you see anything untoward, and it's same as to everybody else that's got a blue wrench, just keep them peeled.
Well, we got Miss Bella.
Hiya, Bella. I'm writing. I say whatever it is must be a good idea. Hiya, Paul. How are you? Cheeky says use my channel name too, and Captain Jerks. Oh dear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a few more moderators. So if you're a moderator, then I trust you to do the job, and so just keep them peeled, and but this is so maddening. This is so maddening that they ain't got nothing better to do. You know what I mean? And it so makes me angry. People are like just like I am, just having a chit chat with my friends, and then they feel it's all right to do something like that. It does. It makes my blood boil.
Don't trust me, I can't.
Yeah, 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 and I totally agree with that. Just one thing I might say is, if someone comes in, and I know it's a strange name, Gandhi's left flip flop, it is somebody we know. So just to let you know, if there's somebody comes in called Gandhi's left flip flop, it is somebody we know. I'm not saying who it is or giving that much more detail than that, but it is somebody I know. So yeah, it's upset Sunshine. Never happened to her before. Well, you see, I've had the trolls come in one after other quite a bit ago. But this is why you have the blue wrenches, because as soon as they were coming in, boom, they were gone.
Just ignore them and carry on with what you're doing and let people in chat spot.
She says I put money on who that is, but I'm just giving you the heads up, guys. If that person does come in, yeah, when they enter, say stuff. If they've got nothing, you know, if they're saying negative things or anything, if they're swearing, ban them. But I thought I'd just give you a heads up that Gandhi's left flip-flop is somebody we know. So Chris is still laughing about it because that person did message me earlier on and told me a story, and hence the reason why I said don't ban them or anything, because it's somebody we know. I can't say any more than that, but it is somebody we know, and they just gave me the heads up as to I can't use my normal channel. I've got to come in under this one. Yeah, I appreciate that, Johnny. And it's don't ban me, I'm always swearing. Well, we've got used to you, Bella. Some of my late night channels frequent have trolls as well, folks who do nothing about said subject matter. Yeah, you know, and it's that's why I like my channel protected via Blue Wrenches, because I know that, you know, my friends have got me back. So but I just thought I'd give you the heads up with this thing, you know, having, you know, read what Johnny's just put. I didn't want sort of, as soon as he came in or she came in, that you were going to ban them. But that person did message me and say, I'm going to have to come in under this name. So just to let you know. So we've got 8 watching. So I'll run this idea past you. Now, Callum is doing a Christmas cake at college, right? So I normally don't make one or I don't buy one. So it's about, I don't know, about 3 o'clock this morning, I come down, I couldn't go to sleep. I couldn't sleep because my shoulder hurt and me and my knees, and you know how the cogs start whirring in your head. Hiya, Keith, how are you? And I thought, now, you know, just tell me if it's a good idea or not. How about I vlog a Christmas cake, I bake a Christmas cake, and then I raffle it off. But it's only going to be based in the UK, obviously, with shipping abroad and everything. This comes problems with it being like food.
If you're close enough, like, deliver it.
Yeah, and if you're close enough, we might even hand deliver it. We've got Ian in, so yeah. I mean, I have looked into a few Christmas cake recipes. Now, let me just tell you, the one that I think I might go with is the Mary Berry recipe. Now, anyone in the UK knows that Mary Berry is one of the best. Bella's put make it a lemon. Yeah, but it's Christmas, Bella. This is what I'm saying. And what I'm saying is, with Callum making a Christmas cake at college. Same as I say, normally we don't, but I don't buy a Christmas cake because, you know, it's a good waste. So yeah, so I says, well, if Callum's going to make one at college, then I could make one and then sort of set a PayPal thing up, and you know, you click on this PayPal link, I mean, I don't even know sort of what sort of prices. You know what I mean? But you know, I draw it like, let's say, week before Christmas, and you know, same as I say, just keep it in the UK, obviously. The same as Chris says, if it's not too far away, the person that wins it will hand deliver it. But if it's sort of a bit further afield, let's say in Ireland or Scotland or something like that, I will post it. Now, the next question is, how much do you think I ought to charge per raffle ticket, taking into account the ingredients, the you know, the gas, that it, because it's got to be in oven about 4.5 hours. You know what I mean? So there's like the ingredients, and it does take a lot of ingredients. You're probably talking about, I don't know, about at least 7 or 8 quid in ingredients. Then you've got like 4.5 hours in the cooker. So, and then if we're going to deliver or we're going to post, they've got to take that into account. So, I'm Jad. How are you? So sorry for you coming in mid-conversation, Amjad. I'm just sort of running it past, you know, the guys in the chat. Should I make a Christmas cake and raffle it off? So now I've shut up, do you think it's a good idea, and how much do you think I ought to be charging per entry? See what Bella's put. If I made a Christmas cake, I'd have to put money in their PayPal account.
Sounds about right.
But yeah, this was the dilemma, because I put it to Chris about it, and I said, I don't want to be charging like £5 and think folks think it's too much, but I don't want to be selling myself short, and you know, obviously taking into account the ingredients and the gas that I'm going to be using. Well, that's a good idea, Ian. Or 5 tickets for tenner. Yeah, yeah. And like, same as I said to Chris, like, set up a PayPal account, and as people buy raffle tickets, I can put the names down in order that they come in, and then do this automatic picker thing to pick the winner out. But obviously it's got to be based in the UK, because this sort of all sorts of red tape if you open it up to the rest of the world, because certain countries don't allow food stuffing. So, you know, that's sort of why I said just open it to the UK, and if it's close enough, we'll hand deliver it. This is it, Joey. I don't know. It's sort of just like an idea. On a more serious note, Sophie put in. I take it she's put a Christmas tree up here, and we're not doing that until weekend. So sort of, it's just in the idea stage at the moment. That's why I wanted everybody's input. Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think people will be interested in it? So yeah, you know, I do value people's input. Do you think I'm being stupid and, you know, don't do it, or do you think it's a good idea? But whoever wins it, it saves them baking a Christmas cake. Always on JD and Coke. So
How about coffee?
yeah. So yeah. So we'll, you know, we'll have to, I think you are doing fine. But yeah, you know, it would just, I were messaging with somebody and got on about Christmas cakes, and then I went back and I thought, well, Callum's making one at college, so we're not going to want a second Christmas cake. I'm a baking channel as well as a live stream channel, so I could vlog it, but also raffle it off. Hey, we've got Crimson.
I'm not been live anyway, Amjad.
He's not been well at all, Amjad. He's been, well, I can't say slightly under weather. So, you know, so I take it you think it's a good idea. I mean, what's your input on it, Keith? Do you think it's a good idea? It says, anyway, Chris, Jeanette better not. No, I haven't said anything. I told you I wouldn't. And now you've let the cat out of the bag.
No secrets, a million rabbits in my school.
So, yes. So, no. I said, you know, I won't say anything to anybody, and I haven't. What? Me and Ian have been talking privately. At what time this morning, Ian? About 3 o'clock? About 10 past 3? Well, your captured audience know you are very culinary skillful. So, we've got Dennis in as well.
Hey, Grandad, we love
Yeah, I think it were about 3 o'clock, 10 past 3. Say no more, Bella says. Well, it were nice to have somebody to chat to at that time in the morning. Let's just say that. But yeah. So, just been saying, Dennis, Callum's making a Christmas cake at college. We don't normally have a Christmas cake, but Callum's making one at college. And he says, yes, Mrs. P has gone from, Mr. P has gone from the house. No, I'm Mrs. P. That's Mr. P. And he's over there. Yes, Callum's making a Christmas cake at college. We don't normally buy one, but obviously because he's at catering college. So he's making a Christmas cake. And I wanted to do something because obviously baking vlog. I will be making the mince pies and everything. But I thought about making a Christmas cake and then like doing a raffle and raffling it off, the one that I make. Hiya, Ian Drones, how are you?
Hello, lad.
So, yes, so we're on about, you know, same as Ian says, £2 a ticket or 5 for 10 gets you 5 chances of winning a Christmas cake with an added ingredient of rum. And then
because there'll be no rum.
Well, I've got to go and buy some rum.
I'll be drinking it.
And then you like prick it and you keep feeding it what they call feeding it. So you keep drizzling rum over it every few days. So it'll be laced with rum.
Well,
oh, Bella.
Prick.
Yeah, that's a good idea because Johnny Five were only on about it the other night, Bella. She says she's on about organising a meet-up for the spring. And if you need any help with it, Bella, you know the person to come to. I think you should raffle Callum's as well.
How big it's going to be?
You see that it's got to be paid for by the 16th of December. I don't know if that's the last day of college, but I don't know. Keith just wants to come to the Christmas party with Pixie just for my chocolate orange cupcakes. I keep telling you, Amjad, you know, why have a burger when he's got roast beef at home? Just saying. So, hey, Bella, count me out. Why? Karate Joe says I've got to raffle you. but yeah, you know, I mean, it's sort of in the early stages. It's just a suggestion at the moment, and I wanted people's input as to,
yeah, or nay.
You know, do you think it's a good idea? How much do you think I ought to be charging for raffle tickets? And obviously, I'm only going to, you know, only the UK can enter, because with doing it a wider, like America and whatever, there comes red tape. A lot of countries don't allow food stuff into the country. So, Bella, you could put us all up then. You'll have a job, Keith. You have seen our small Bella's asses. Who says I counted you in it to start with? Keith says, Bella, what you done to Gail? I've not seen her around since you got back. She's probably threw us then into work, Keith. You don't know. But yeah, you know, he says hello everyone. So yeah. So, you know, if you think it's a good idea, you know, we'll sort of start planning it. I'll get probably the ingredients when I do my shop next week. Okay then, Bella, I will remember that, my dear. I think she were referring to Ian Keith. What is the lowest? Well, you see, same as I said, karate, you've got to take into account it's probably going to cost me at least £8 for ingredients. Tomorrow and 3 more Thursdays before the party. Need to practice. I need to be confident. Well, you've got, you're oozing with confidence, Amjad. That's all, you know. So yeah. But yeah, same as I've just said, you've got to take into account it's probably going to cost me roughly around £8 for the ingredients, because I've got to buy rum, then you've got to buy cherries, raisins, sultanas. You know, it don't come cheap, and then it's got to be in the oven for about 4.5 hours. So there's the gas that I'm using. So you know, it's sort of. Ian said he thought roughly £2 per entry, or if you wanted 5 entries, a tenner, which means £10 in English money. So yeah, you know, it's and you know, most people have watched my vlogs. They know I'm a competent baker. So yeah. You know, it's only sort of in the thinking stages at the moment. So you know, it's but the thing is, karate, if I say, let's say £1, and I only get five people wanting a raffle ticket, then I'm going to end up on losing side. I want it to cover my costs, and somebody get a Christmas cake at the end of it, if you understand what I'm saying. You know, because it's sort of not, you know, it's just in the planning stages. Well, you see, we've also said as well, Dennis, if it's relatively, like, let's say, an hour to 2 hours away, we're willing to, you know, deliver it. You know what I mean? Most people we know sort of don't live too far away. Same as we've said, you know, within reason, we're willing to, you know, and deliver it.
It's the cost of £500 petrol money.
Yeah, you know, it's but yeah, but this is it. It's sort of throwing ideas out there, and you know, let's say for instance, I don't know, let's just say Johnny Five were to win it. He only lives in Leeds. That's like 30-40 minutes down motorway. If Dennis won it, they sort of only like 40 minutes away. If Bella won it, it's only an hour and a half away. If Ian won it, that's only an hour and a half. If Keith won it, that's only an hour and a half. You know what I mean?
But we fixed it so Keith didn't win.
But you know what I'm saying, within reason, you know, so long as it's like sort of not in out to Hebrides, you know what I mean? So yeah, so long as it's sort of not way up in Scotland in out to Hebrides or whatever, we're willing to hand deliver it. So but it's just a case of dotting I's and crossing T's, you know, like setting everything up and you know, like doing a PayPal link for it. And but you see, this is what I've said, Karate, that we only throwing it open to the UK because a lot of countries don't allow food stuff over the border. So that's where you get into a lot of red tape. You know, things that that contain like nuts or you know fresh fruit and this, that, and other. It's a lot of red tape. So that's why I said just in the UK. You know, I mean, no disrespect to anybody in America, but I go to all this effort of making a Christmas cake from not to let it onto the person that's won it, if you get me understanding. So, you know, it's a lot of time and effort to go to for somebody in America wins it, and then they not let it through customs because it's a cake. You know, I'm not being a meanie or anything, but you know, it's going to cost my time and my effort and everything for it to be stuck, you know, let's say Heathrow Customs or whatever, and they not let it into the USA. So, you know, we're sort of talking, you know, as much as I'd like to throw it. See you later, Amjad.
Yeah, Amjad.
So, but you know what I mean. It's all that comes with the red tape. You're not allowed to take food or you know, send food or anything. You know what I mean. It should just be a lot of you know, a lot of red tape, and I don't think they'd allow it in country anyway because it's food. So you know, and that's why I said, you know, just have it in the UK. So you know, that way it sort of, we can guarantee that the person that wins it actually gets the cake. So yeah, you know, I mean, it's early days yet, but if I'm going to do it, I've got to start sort of planning, you know, as regards like baking it and everything. So yeah, so it's you know, it's a case of, you know, it's sooner rather than later. But I wanted to put it past everybody first to see if they thought it were a good idea. So yes. And surprise, surprise, guess what? It's been raining again today. You know, for a change. So what's the weather been like near you? Have you had the rain? I think you're all right. Not sure about the import rules for homemade cakes from the UK. I think it's a good idea. Well, same as I say, I know. I mean, I've watched a lot of, you know, border control things, and you know, people bringing stuff and not declaring them, and you know, they they just bin them, etc. I wouldn't like to think that I would go into such effort to make a Christmas cake just for it to end in bin because somebody in America won it. Yeah, you and me both, Johnny. Yeah, I went out yesterday. I got this text message from doctors saying that I've got to have my blood pressure checked before I ordered my prescription. So my prescription were due. So I rang up, and normally you'd have to wait a week or maybe even 2 weeks. So she says, "Do you want to come at 5 o'clock today?" So I says, "Yeah, you can do." So I've been and had that checked. That's all right. I've got to go back on the 13th of November, which is a Friday. So I've got to go back on Friday the 13th for my B12 and a blood test, she was saying. But the funny thing is, Ian, I'm sweating conkers. It's not really been cold here, has it?
No, it's not been cold. It's wet.
Yeah, cold and wet. Well, not cold and wet, but it's just wet.
Awesome wet.
Yes, muddly and wet. So yes, so I've got to go back because when she says, I'll book your appointment for 11 o'clock. She says, it's Friday the 13th. I says, well, I'm not superstitious, are you? So she went, no, not really. I said, well, book that then. So I've got to go on Friday the 13th. You know, what's worse can happen? She's not going to get me blood. Hi, WrestleMania, how are you?
I don't like.
So yeah, so that'll be sort of, and I call it this B12 injection, my boost juice, because I always feel a bit. I know when I'm ready for it, if you know what I mean. And hence the reason why I think, you know, we've all, you know, I've been feeling a bit not too clever. So cartwheels up the stairs, yeah, right. I can only just walk up them, let alone do cartwheels upstairs. So yeah, I always know when I'm ready for this B12 injection because I feel, you know, ugh, that's all. That's the only way I can describe it. So you know, once I've had that, I'm good to go, sort of thing. So yeah, you know, so I've got that on 13. I rung up about his prescriptions this morning, so they all good to go. So the film company approached me today and asked if they can use some of my music. Ooh. Good on you, Dennis. Oh, that's it. I mean, you know, they'll be asking you to, you know, direct and whatever for them next. Oh, bless him. Well, trust Pixie to say something like that.
They didn't say what company. A bit bored of, I don't know.
I doubt it. I think Dennis would have refused.
Warner Brothers.
So yeah. So you know, I mean, Chris has used your music and one or two others have used it. So yes, ours Emma today. How did you know, Chris?
Amsterdam.com.
Yeah, and I agree with Chris. It does some fantastic music. you know, I just wish Emma were well enough, and I miss her songs, and you know, I just wish she'd hurry up and get better, and you know, they'd get her sorted out, and you know,
got baby oil piling up here.
because you know, we do miss the songs, Dennis. I mean, you know, and I'm sure everybody else does as well. So you know, I just hope she, you know, she hurries up and gets better, and they sort her out, and Christmases are all the time. Oh, pardon me, I've just burped. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure everybody here in the chat all agrees. You know, we hope she soon gets better and back on her feet, and you know, they get her sorted out. Chris, Ian says he sent you a message, a song.
Sent me a message?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Don't play it, or else I'll get copyrighted.
I'll give it a
Chris misses his marbles. He lost them a while ago. I think we all have karate. So you know, we all we're all a bit crazy, you know. It's all right. It's got. You won't want this one, but it's a bit rude. It's a good job it's got headphones on then. My eldest is back from university for our Thanksgiving break. He's learning lots. Remind him that my age, I forgot more than he knows. I think we're all like that, Scott. Yeah, Bella says she loves Emma's, and that's where I say, you know, she's not made anything for a while, and we miss it terribly. So yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping to be filming another. I've still got one that needs uploading and editing and whatever, but I've got to do the green screen for it. But I might do another vlog. So yeah, I might do a vlog tomorrow. I don't when she shouts at me.
Don't fear off then.
Well, you know what resolution to that, Dennis, is behave yourself and do as she tells you. Simple as that. That's all I'm saying.
She says wear the leather, you wear it.
So yeah. See, you can't even come. He's listening to that song that Ian sent him on with the headphones on.
Well, I couldn't speak much. I think he's more rude than Mr. P.
My Becca said, keep to the makeup, Mum, you're good at that sort of cow. No, I will just chop my ears off.
I'm not denying that I'm rude, Karate, so you'll have to come up with an even better one than that.
But yeah, same as I say, what we sort of, me not being very well and then Chris not being very well, we've not felt in the mood, you know, to film any vlogs or anything. So you know, I made like the birthday cake and the cheesecake last week. So you know, if I were to filmed a vlog, there'd be a lot sort of not going to waste, but you know what I mean. He says I've sent Chris a good video first for me. There's always a first time for everything, Ian.
I did laugh at that. I was thinking of where to.
But yeah, so you know, it's it's a case of you know, get stuck in, and that's the reason why I'm asking that question about Christmas cake. Because if I am going to do it, I've got to start, you know, getting ingredients and you know, getting it baked and everything, and you know, you see, like another thing that I was thinking is buy ready-made marzipan and ready-made icing, and that makes it a lot easier. Oh, Johnny, are you going, Johnny? See you later, Johnny.
See you, Johnny.
So, but yeah, I mean, that was my idea. You know, the biggest part is actually baking the cake. Then you've got to sort of leave it to stand a bit before you actually do the marzipan and icing and everything. And as time's cracking on, I knew it would be easy to rob one from the charity shop. So, you know, that's my idea. I'll buy sort of ready-made marzipan, and just a case of rolling it out and putting it on the cake. And like, you can buy ready made icing, so, and that's just a case of rolling it out, and then you know, a bit of decoration for it top. So but you see, thing about our Christmas tree is everything's in shed, so it's like a military operation. You know, we have got it in a bag, you know, one of these big zip up bag things, but it means Chris has got to you know, move everything, and there's boxes like ornaments and whatever, so it's like half a day's job, you know, just going it out at shed, and then you've got to sort of like set base up and everything. So I'm going to decorate it petrol and a lighter. But it'd be worth it once it's up. So that's all I'm saying. I mean, even sort of though Callum's 17 now, we still put, you know, we still get into spirit of things and put a Christmas tree up, and I get all my decorations and everything out. You know, I've got like ornaments and everything, and we still buy him an advent calendar, which is what we've done every single year since you know,
He'll still be getting older when he's 25.
You know, since he was a toddler. So we still buy him an advent calendar. You know, it's like a tradition. We buy him an advent calendar every year. Okie dokie then. I'll speak to you soon then, Bella.
Yeah, Bella.
So yeah, you know, it's but once they stop believing, you know, I mean, once they stop believing in Santa, and you know, it wears off a little bit, if you know what I mean. The you know, the what's it at Christmas, you know what I mean, when they're sort of 16, 17, you know, it's and they don't believe in Santa anymore. I mean, we used to love it when you know, he'd come down and think Santa had been, and you know, and that particular Christmas when we got a friend to ring him up and pretend to be Santa, and he was that excited, it bless him, he was sick. So, you know, sort of after that, we didn't do it anymore, because we thought, God, we don't want this on Christmas Day every time. If we, you know, if we're getting Santa, we just thought it'd be a good idea to get one of his friends to ring up and pretend to be Santa. But, you know, it backfired massively on us, because, you know, he got that excited, it would be sick all over the place. So yeah. So after that event, we didn't bother anymore. As good as an idea as it was, you know, you don't want to be mopping vomit up on Christmas Day. So yeah. But you know, it loses its little bit of a sparkle when your kids has grown up and whatever, and you know, and then obviously my mum passed away, and you know, it's just us three, so you know, we just like to have a quiet Christmas, just the three of us, you know what I mean? Not into, you know, big do's and whatever, you know what I mean? Just do his own thing, get up whatever time we want, and you know, open his presents, get dinner on, and you know, it's you've got nobody to please, only yourselves. So hey, plenty of beers, that's all you need. Hiya, Richard, by the way. So yeah, I mean, we do get, you know, we do go to town on beers and whatever. You know, these deals that they do in Asda, 3 for 20 quid or whatever. We do that, and Chris always has a bottle of vodka, and what is it? I have taboo. Mm-hmm. So might have to buy an extra bottle this year then, because now you're into your whiskey. You know it. It's all right, I'm just getting lemonade from down here. Yeah, right. He says Jeanette always gets up early in the morning, middle of the night on that Christmas Eve, just so she can spot Santa's bum going back up the chimney. Yeah, right. You know what I say, don't you? When you've seen one spotty bum, you've seen them all. So so yeah, you know, you're gonna have to come up with a better idea than that one. You know, it don't have no to do with the fact that, you know, I nod off for a couple of hours and that's it, I'm wide awake. Hey, not seen mine. Well, same as I say, once you've seen one, you've seen them all. Hey, we've got George in. So yes, you know, we'll have to get our heads together about this raffle thing. I'm on JD and Coke to try and knock me out tonight. Well, I mean, I have Cocodamol, I've gabapentin, and then I take a tramadol before I go to sleep in, but it still don't do the trick. At least I won't have to eat more carrots, but you can still leave the beer. Mr. P is not batting on a full wicket. So yes, I'll just recap for George's sake. I'm on about making a Christmas cake and raffling it off, George. So if your mum or dad's interested, the winner, if it's within a reasonable distance, we will hand deliver it. So yeah, I mean, that's sort of just shortening it down a bit. I'm making a Christmas cake. I'm on about raffling it off. You know, we'll do this random picker thing, and whoever wins it, so long as it ain't too far away, we'll hand deliver it. So eat it on the way down. So you can guarantee that it will arrive in one piece if we hand deliver it. That's it. So yeah, that's the plan. It's in the early stages of planning. I need to get it baked, if that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, winner gets 2 cakes for the price of 1 as long as you smash the other cake in Mr. P's face. No, it's a waste of good cake, karate. So, you know, I'm not going to all that trouble, and Callum's not going to all that trouble of making a cake just to smash it in somebody's face. You know, it's for eating, not smashing in somebody's face. Sorry. So yeah, but I'm going to have to get a crack on if I'm going to be making. Chris wanted. But yeah, you know, it's that's the reason I wanted to run it past everybody. If they get, you know, if they thought it were a good idea, should I crack on with making it and, you know, setting all PayPal and everything up for setting the PayPal link up and, you know, saying, you know, but what I'd probably do is do a video about it. You know, do a video about it and say, well, look, I'm going to be making a Christmas cake. I'm going to hand deliver it. It's only open to the UK. I'll leave the link in the description. If you want a raffle ticket, it's £2, £5 for a tenner, you know, etc., etc. All in, you know, everything in the description. And if you want to win a birthday cake, look at me. Dennis says he'll have one. So yeah, so there you go. You know, I've got to sort of get a move on with it if I'm going to do it. A 3-litre bottle. It'll be nice as a fart in a bit. If I'm going to say if you ain't already. So yeah, so that's the plan. So you know, I mean, whoever's in chat now, would you be interested in buying raffle tickets for a Christmas cake? So you know, I keep rattling on about it, but who'd be interested in buying raffle tickets for it, or, you know, is it a bad idea? Somebody say cake. Well, what I'm on about doing, Ian, because Callum's making a Christmas cake at college, I'm on about baking one and then raffling it off. So yeah, you did hear me mention cake. I'm on about making a cake, and if it's not too far, I'm delivering it to the person that wins it. I'm only throwing it open to the UK for obvious reasons. So yeah, so that's the idea. At present, it's only an idea. So would people be interested in buying raffle tickets for a Christmas cake?
Day or night, yeah.
It says, lol, Pixie, it's man in bed at this time of night. Hiya, Tina, how are you? Darwin says, drizzle. So, yeah, the Christmas cake will be laced with rum, lots of fruit, obviously, and baked by my fair hands and decorated. So, you know, am I to do it or not? You know, yes or no. I will wait your responses. So, you know, is it a good idea? Is it a bad idea? Because I don't want to be making one and then nobody be interested. So, You know, it's got to be in oven 4.5 hours. It's, you know, I've got ingredients to buy and blah blah blah. So would it be a good idea or not? So you know, and only throwing it open to the UK, yeah, you know, it's easy to do that. Then we ain't got no postage, we can hand deliver it. So it's a good idea. So make one, I'll win. So yeah, you know, I mean, it's sort of, you know, person that wins it saves them making or buying a Christmas cake. Well, you are actually buying it because you're entering into a raffle. So you know, I mean, other Ian, DJ Ian Entertainment, said £2 a ticket or 5 for a tenner per entry. You know, £2 per entry, or you get 5 entries for a tenner. You know, put my cake in the post. You know, but you know, I thought it were a good idea, and then it's sort of like a giveaway, but not like a giveaway. It's obviously I've got to cover my costs. You know, the ingredients and my time and energy, and obviously the gas that I'm using and whatnot. So you know, so long as I make enough to cover the cost that it's cost me, you know, I don't mind. So yeah, you know, it's just an idea at the moment. Yeah, Ian says it's a good idea. And petrol, yeah, and the petrol if we hand delivering it. So same as I says, you know, we'll hand deliver it so long as you don't live in Outer Hebrides or some stuff like that. You know what I mean? Um, you know, if you only want one go, it's only £2. If you want 5 entries, it's a tenner. You know what I mean? Same as I say, so long as I get my money back, what I've put into it, I don't care. I'm not doing it to, you know, per se make money. I just want, you know, somebody to benefit from a Christmas cake I've made, and you know, you ain't got the you know, got to trouble of going and buying one. And, you know, it's homemade and laced with rum, and so yeah. So that's the story so far. So yeah, got a black pussy curled upon table here. So yeah, so that's the dilemma at the moment. You know, do I make one and raffle it off, or do I not?
No.
Oh, that's it. Oh, pardon me. It's only lemonade, but it makes me burp. So yeah, so some lucky winner will win a Mary Berry Christmas cake. I'm doing a Mary Berry recipe. So yeah, I mean, and it's got to be in oven 4.5 hours, I think. So you know, there's going to be a lot of time and effort going into it. You know, I'm just sort of putting that out there. You know, so who's got the Christmas trees up? Who's not? I know Ian's missus is putting hers up as we speak. Ours will probably go up at the weekend. Hey, we've got Kate. So yeah, mine's up. Kate's got hers up. Yeah, I've just been saying, Kate, I'm on about making a Christmas cake and raffling it off. So, so yeah, is it a good idea? Is it a bad idea? So, £2 a ticket, 5 entries for a tenner. Same as I've just said, Kate. So long as it covers my, outlay, the ingredients, and I'm not. Same as I say, I don't want to make a lot of money. I just want to like recoup my costs, and somebody gets a Christmas cake. Oh, where you going, Tina? See you later, Tina. Oh, you've got to go. His daughter's not well. But yeah, it was sort of, me and Chris were talking the other night about, because Callum's making one at college. And I says, well, I'm sure people would like to see me making a Christmas cake, but we don't want 2 Christmas cakes. So I says I could sort of like raffle mine off. And that's why I keep mentioning it. Does people think it's a good idea, or is it a bad idea, or you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's a Mary Berry recipe, so it's a tried and tested. I think you should also do like bingo one night a week, £2 a card. Prizes will be like wee scratch cards or smelly sets, bath bombs, cakes, anything. Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll have to sort of look into that. We'll have to have a little chat about that. So it'd be something different, I don't know exactly how that'd work, but I'm sure you'd sort of talk me through it and whatever. But yeah, it's quite a good idea, that is. Chris could be ball guy, bingo caller actually. I've loads of ideas for it, so whip me up. PayPal is the way for you to get the money. Anyone who buys a number, you write them down. Oh, right. Yeah. Well, same as I say, you'll have to, yeah, I'll have to get in contact with you, Kate, and we'll go through it and, sort of work it out, and then we can do like a, do like a bingo night. Currently got a tree going up. My guys don't mess with a woman when they sorting this out. Oh dear. Yes, if you weren't aware, Sophie's putting the Christmas tree up, Kate. It's just sat there in silence on the live stream. It didn't mess with Sophie when she's putting the tree up. So yeah, I was going up at the weekend. Even Suki eyes. Sophie, master of the tree decorating. You got that right there, Kate. Yeah. I mean, if I remember rightly, last year we're on the live stream when Sophie were putting it up last year, and we were sat there with bated breath seeing the final switch on. Suki cuddling me. We're all sat there with bated breath, waiting for for the final switch on. So yeah, But good evening. So yes, Callum's making a Christmas cake at college.
£5.
So yes, oh my God, we're nearing the anniversary of the amazing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Kate says everyone was buzzing for the live stream, remember, and we all tuned in. Yeah. So what exact date was it, Ian? I forget now. I know it were towards.
A date.
It were in December.
A date.
So ha ha ha. Funny, aren't you? So yeah, you know, I mean, it must be coming up. Oh, 5th of December. I knew it were coming up. That's next week, isn't it? Because it's first of December on Sunday. So it's the anniversary of your engagement next week then. So Kate says I can remember being pregnant and crying. Well, you've got to take her out on your anniversary.
Don't say 50.
But I mean, like when you're pregnant anyway, Kate, you know your hormones is all up. I can remember when I was pregnant with Callum, the slightest little thing, and it set me off.
I say, so not Chippy Mackie's meal. Say, Mum, for some reason I'm thinking it was Tuesday.
No, it's Wednesday today.
I know it's Bob. Me. For some reason I'm thinking it was Tuesday. Yeah, I told you to get days wrong.
Callum's thinking it's Tuesday. Then like Thursday and Friday, Chris were thinking it was Sunday.
I just popped into me and just thought it was Tuesday.
Oh.
Well, I know you don't do. Like,
so yeah, so tell everybody, Callum, you knew us.
What that?
Yeah.
Yeah, only talking.
It's chatting a young lady up, by the way. So so yes, he informed us today is morning. He's chatting with a young lady.
Not young.
No, he's not got a girlfriend yet, Kate. He's just chatting with her at the moment. But Kate says, Lurkio, are you gonna duck Lurky for everybody?
Lurky.
Yeah.
Lurky.
Yeah, Keith says good on you, Junior Eagle. So yes, it's just in the talking stage at the moment. Yes, just in the just in the getting to know one another stage at the moment.
Don't do it.
Ian says, Callum, don't do it. But yeah, sort of he says, oh, you know, I'm talking to someone, a girl.
That's going around the ages, that kid.
Yeah. What when?
With that key.
Yeah.
Not last time, first time.
Yeah. It's been known as Junior Eagle for ages. Ian says, marry Xbox, it's cheaper.
Sorry, Chris, didn't realise you swiped on the Eagles. Good looking lad, isn't he?
You know what I say, Kate? They're like two peas in a pod, except Callum's a lot taller than what Chris is.
Yeah, I'm only 3 foot tall.
Yeah, they look like one another, but you know, Chris is the shorter one of the two. So yes, you know, they're just getting acquainted, as they say, at the moment.
See you, Granddad.
Okay, then. See you later, Dennis.
What do you mean, was? He is.
She says, for a woman who was pregnant alongside me all last year with Ian's baby, where is it? I put it up for adoption, Kate. Sorry, Ian, but I did put her up for adoption. Too many painful memories. His mother and father tried their best to leave him with me. She sold it on eBay, Kate.
Those eBay fees are a bugger,
though. Don't worry, I got a good price.
And I buy it now.
Kate, get your DJ Ian made baby, $12.99 on Amazon. Oh dear. But yeah, I do still have the baby photograph. Hiya, Alexander, how are you? Yeah, rolling. So yes. Well, just put it this way, Kate. I needed some money for all my baking equipment, so I did a straight swap. Poor child. Oh dear.
Who is?
Nothing. Pardon me. Yeah. Yeah, we're okay, Alexander. You know, Chris has not been. Hey, talk about the devil and the sure to appear. Nah.
Oh dear.
Gandhi's left flip flop is somebody we know, so don't, time him out or don't ban him or anything. It is somebody we know. She says, now you come to mention it, I do need a new washer. So flip flop got issues. Oh dear. So I did say at the beginning of the live stream, if the said person came in, it is somebody that we know. So yeah. So what will I call the next one? Sarah, Saoirse and Sasha. I'd wait a bit, Kate, if I were you.
I might get one on eBay.
Flip flopping hiding since they upset a few. It's all right. But yeah, I sort of said at the beginning, if Gandhi's left flip flop came in, it is somebody we know. I haven't sort of let on who it is, but it is somebody we know. So I mean, there's a lot of things that I need, Kate, but my pregnancy days is over. Mind you, having said that, I was watching like a YouTube video the other day, and it says a woman ended up in accident and emergency. 57-year-old woman didn't realise she was pregnant, and she gave birth to a baby.
Yeah.
So so it's not unheard of. I mean, that's how old I am, but I don't want any more. just so I'm letting you know. But I said to Chris, I says, well, typical, that'd be something that had happened to me, That Callum's 17, we just sort of, And then you started with blooming nappies and night feeds and everything. I'm too old for that shit.
Oh,
sorry. I want to live my twilight years in peace. Thank you very much. Well, this is it. This is it. I mean, this email that you sent me weren't very specific, if you know what I mean. But you know, I'm not saying any more than that. I have seen the email, but it weren't very specific. Let's just say. So, you know, it's. I'm looking for someone. Tell me what I'm looking for.
I don't know.
It's all right. I'm just wondering where
Is it me you're looking for?
No, it was my phone actually. I couldn't remember what I'd done with it. So yeah, it were on floor. So yeah, it's. I've said it. Is it? Is he that he takes channel? Yeah, I agree there. All right, I'm just. No, he didn't have to change his channel name, Alexander. It's a bit hard to explain. It was under another channel name, and a certain person flagged him, and he's been suspended for 90 days. So
yeah.
So we didn't have to change his channel name. It's come under another channel. It's, you know, that's. I'm not saying too much about it, but so basically, it's good really that it got, you know, back up. Let's just say, yeah, we open 90 days, but you know, just in case there were any. No, it's not Barry's views.
No, I'm telling you, yeah.
You know, and that's hence the reason why I've gave that person a wrench, because it is somebody that we know quite well. They did inform me beforehand that they were going to come under that name, so you know, it's. I sort of didn't want anybody with a wrench, you know, banning him or timing him out or anything. Oh, all other accounts on that email ID are suspended as well. But same as I said, knowing the story, it's like calling kettle black. You know what I mean? You know, that's all I'm sort of prepared to say. It's like pot calling kettle black. Very well, loves a good sausage. I'm liking this. That means I can be an idiot and get away with it. Not that he's on Jack Daniels and Coke. You know, that might have a bit of something to do with it. So, because no one knows who it is, well, select people know who it is. Let's just say that. Yeah. He said, but well, that's what we're referring to, Ian. You know, only a select few people know who it is, and that's the reason why I said when we started off, if that person came in, not to ban them or time them out, and but yeah, I mean now you know going back to that, Alexander. You know when you like set up a live stream and everything, and you go on to onto YouTube and you monetize it and you know you do your advanced settings and everything, it asks you, is this video or whatever suitable for kids? And I just press no. So Darwin Digital says I'm lost. Yeah, Alexander, it's not that it's totally different thing, but he's a good lad. Yeah, I agree. And that person is, you know, he's been by us a lot of people, and he stood by us, and you know, hiya Carla, how are you? So yeah, you know, I mean, I've gone on, I've had email that says, you know, is your content for kids? I put no. But when I were like setting the live stream up, it does sort of ask you, is it, you know, aimed at children or does it contain children? I just put no. So, and if you didn't know, Carla is in Graceland.
Whoa.
Or she was. I don't know whether she's back or is still in Graceland. Yeah. So yeah. Just thought I'd throw that out there that Carla's in Graceland. So oh yeah. She says she just got back today. I hope you've had a fantastic time, Carla. So you know, it's I've been loving the pictures that you've been put up, and then I got a thing saying because I like all your photos and everything. I'm one of your biggest fans. So yeah, so you're looking at Carla's biggest fan apparently. So yeah, it came up on my Facebook thing. You're now classed as one of Carla's biggest fans. So yes. So there you go. She says I'm thrilled to have you as a fan. But it's, you know, I love the content that you put up, Carla. You know, you play an active role in the you know, in both the YouTube Facebook group and the cooking and baking group. You know what I mean? It's you know, and I do enjoy your pictures and you know and everything that you know that you put out there. So I think Carla actually had a picture taken with Elvis in a cafe.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think she interviewed him as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, what's that Australian guy's name? You're so sweet, touched my heart. Thank you. So yeah, I know one of them's that Aussie guy with bald head. I forgot what his name is. So yes, going back to Carla, she actually interviewed Elvis in a cafe. I think it was a cafe. So
Yeah,
yes.
and I give shit afterwards. There you go.
Oh, and let me just say, Carla, the pictures that you took actually in Graceland were absolutely phenomenal. It's sort of, I've never seen anything like it. Oh, Clive James, that's it. I knew he were an Aussie guy. And that chef, Summit Rhodes, into Gary Rhodes, who were famous. He were only 59, and he took ill during filming, and then next minute, you know, he's gone. So, hey, we've got Stephen.
Hello, Stephen.
Yeah, Gary Rhodes, that's the one. The famous chef. He were only 59, and apparently he were filming, took ill, and next minute, you know, he were dead. So, the oldest cafe in Memphis. Elvis ate there regularly, especially with Priscilla. They had their own special booth, and it's still there. People can actually sit in it. Wow.
Ooh.
So yeah.
Next question. What's your address? Right.
But yeah. But I know I keep going on about this Christmas cake thing, but we've got Carla in and we've got Stephen. I'm on about making a Christmas cake and raffling it off. Do you think it's a good idea?
Just for UK.
Yeah, and it's only for the UK. £2 a ticket and £2 a ticket, or five goes for a tenner. We will hand deliver the Christmas cake within reason of where it is. So yeah.
Well, let's Steve with it. We need to get his address to pass on.
So he's inviting him round for a drink now. He'd say, yeah, but I don't know your address. But yes, it's only open to the UK because there's that many strict rules and regulations about, sending food abroad. I won't tell you the address though. So I'm moving to Land's End. So yes, within reason, we will hand deliver this Christmas cake when I've made it. Hence, So yeah, would people be interested? Obviously, Carla's, not allowed to enter because obviously she's in America. She said, Keith says, keep on looking for Craig's van. Keeps trying.
Craig's is trying to lose Keith.
Well, you never know, Keith. He might be parking outside random people's houses and walking to wherever Steve lived, just on that premise. You never know who's looking. Keith might be watching. Only joking, Keith. In a garage. Oh dear. So, does anybody want to come on the panel? Just let me know, and I'll put the link in the. It says, "Damn, I've said too much again." Oh dear. No, I'm not on about Steve walking. I'm on about Craig's. He probably parks it a couple of streets away and walks round to Steve's, and so because you never know who's watching. Okie dokie. 2 minutes in. When it loads up. Yeah, so send me the link. So that's that sent in. I've got Wacky.
Wakey.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm topping up. Well, same as I said, Alexander. So long as it's not in Back and Beyond, you know, we'll come up to Scotland. I mean, we might have to sort of stay overnight, but it's open to all the UK. You get a Christmas cake made by yours truly. You know, it's the Mary Berry recipe. I just checked. It's not here yet. Yeah. So yeah. So there you go, Wacky. I've been saying it all night long. I'm on about making it. Does it have a bob in it? On about making a Christmas cake and raffling it off. So I mean, I don't think they do them silver shillings anymore, do they?
That's got 5p piece.
Yeah, but the 5p pieces are too small. You might choke on it, and then I don't want a lawsuit, do I? If somebody chokes on a 5p piece. Ian's not here yet.
I don't leave them hanging.
So yeah, you know, £2 a go, or 5 goes for a tenner. You know what I mean? And then obviously I want to cover, you know, cost of the ingredients and petrol and etc. You know what I mean? You know, it's going to be laced with. Oh, a shame I'm doing a draw for 1k.
Keep checking.
I am keep checking, right. But yeah, you know what I mean. It's you see, same as we said, there's a lot of red tape if you open it up to the USA, because they don't allow certain foodstuffs into the USA, with it being like food. No, it's not there yet.
Yeah.
It says I only like Christmas cake with a slice of red Leicester on it. Christmas cake. So yeah. Oh, 2 seconds. Okie dokie.
1, 2.
But yeah, you know, I mean, if you only want one go, it's £2. We'll do this automatic picker thing. You know, you've got about as much chance as next person of winning it, and we'll hand deliver it. So you know that I know what I'm doing as regards baking, etc. So you know it'll be, and it's going to be laced with rum. So there you see it now.
I'm here.
Hello.
Let me just turn this so you can see him. How do?
Is that a threat?
Let me just turn that down. We've got another minute and a half advertisements. Oh, how are we doing?
Yeah, not too good. Are you losing your sanity?
Yeah, well,
I can see net lights behind you.
Oh yeah, go on, put them on, love.
Oh, pretty.
Oh, she's not
You're doing a good job there, Sophie. Oh, you've done a good job.
Thank you. Yeah, it's not finished yet.
She's playing with the balls.
Yeah.
Aren't you, love?
We're not ready for the grand light up then yet.
No.
Oh, not yet. No, nearly.
Suki's trying to play with the baubles, which she actually is. She's hitting the baubles. Have you seen her?
Mm-hmm.
She's chasing the baubles.
So did you tell Sophie about my plan? Do you like Christmas cake?
Oh right, I've not told you. Right, so Jeanette is looking at doing a raffle, for a cake.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas cake.
Yeah, Christmas cake, like £2 or £3 a ticket, and she's gonna raffle it off. And if it's within like an hour radius of where they live,
well, within reasonable distance.
Reasonable distance. So, she's gonna see how we get on, and then raffle a cake off.
Oh, okay.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, that sounds good.
She said, "Yeah, that sounds good."
Yeah. And Carla's put Christmas cake. You see, the only problem is, Carla, I can't open it up to the USA because you've got all this red tape as regards like customs and you know they don't allow food things in, and I sort of don't want it going to airport, and then I'm just chucking it straight in bin.
It would sit there for about a week and a half as well, Jeanette. That's the problem.
So hence the reason why I said I'd only open it to the UK, because I know that we're only opening it to UK. I know that whoever wins it's going to get it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Carla said she would buy a ticket just to support you. Don't want to actually be entered due to custom issues, which that's the problem. What would hit?
Or Carla, you could nominate a person. Somebody that you could nominate that person to be entered on your behalf.
Sophie,
Did you hear that?
What did she say?
She went, Sophie and Ian.
Yeah. So let's say Carla did buy a ticket. She could nominate a person that actually lives in the UK on her behalf. Give my ticket to so and so, or give my ticket to so. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just that's a good idea.
My gran used to make the Xmas cakes in July and then wrap them in greaseproof paper and store them in the airing cupboard to mature for December. Yeah.
Well, you see, this is the thing. Why I've sort of mentioned it tonight, because you bake the cake, you like prick it with a skewer, put rum on it, cover it with greaseproof paper, put it in a cupboard, and then you go back a few days later, because to start with, the fruit has actually got to be soaked in rum before you actually make the cake for a couple of days. And then once you've actually made the cake, because I've got like these metal kebab skewer things, and you prick it all over and you drizzle more rum on it, then you leave it for a few days and you keep going back to it and drizzle more rum on it, you see.
Yeah.
So that's why I said, I need to do it sooner rather than later.
Carla says, Sophie looks so cute in her jammies.
She looks cute anytime, Carla.
We can only see your bum.
And Wakey says, don't drive after a slice.
Couldn't tonight for me, put it that way.
I've got quite acquainted to that bum, Sophie. And Ian knows what I'm talking about.
We're about the video that went viral on your bum.
I think nearly everybody in Great Britain's seen Sophie's bum.
Yeah. It went viral, didn't it, on that one? Do you know we're still getting likes and comments on that? It's amazing what a bit of stairs does, doesn't it? Just saying.
You see what Chris put? It says 2 bottles of rum, one for the cake and one for me. You don't like rum.
Carla says yes, she does. She's gorgeous.
Thank you.
That's Carla from the States.
Yes,
You see Carla
she
in the chat.
interviewed Elvis.
Yeah, she went to Graceland. It's a good old Graceland. One place I would love to go to.
Yeah. And interviewed Elvis in a cafe.
Interviewed Elvis in a cafe.
Yeah.
How did you work that one out? Betty left the building. Well, this Jack Daniels is nice. You on coffee?
So I'll not be chatting with you about 3 o'clock in the morning then tonight. Morning.
Definitely not. Well,
yeah, so bit of chatting each other up.
I say the triples, they're kind of my own measures, so I don't know when I just tip.
It's like Chris. It's like Chris, he don't measure it, he just says, oh, that'll do. That half glass full.
Yeah, that's all that one. Well, we had a 3-litre bottle from New York.
Still got your honey one upstairs.
Yeah, and we've still got 2 other bottles to go through. So we need to demolish them before Christmas.
No way, they are yours.
What do you mean?
I
Yeah, she doesn't make it.
I was just going to let Cat out at back then, Ian.
Go on.
By next week.
What next week?
It's somebody's anniversary next week.
Oh yeah, it's someone's anniversary.
Our engagement of it.
She hasn't forgotten.
He said not to tell you, Sophie.
No, I was the one who told it.
Yeah, she did. She reminded me on the
Wakey says his gran used to soak her fruit in cherry bee. I didn't even know they did that anymore.
No way.
Well, this recipe, you have to soak it in rum.
That'd be nice. I've not had Christmas.
It says rum or sherry. So which would you rather drink, rum or sherry?
Both.
Are you old enough? Oh, yeah, he's 60 now, isn't he? Passes that one up. I will show Jeanette. Because we didn't show Jeanette that. So we got this, which not many people have seen this.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Engaged.
Yeah, I had it made for us. Well, Sophie was in the hotel. I went missing one night. I went to the shop. I did go to the shop, didn't I? I come back with that, didn't I?
Yeah.
So she just didn't know where I was going, but I was going to.
I mean, it's something. I mean, it's an important date in your life, and you know, hang it on your Christmas tree. You know what I mean?
We get one from wherever we go to. So when we went to Florida, we got 2 from there. We got a Rome one, which Sophie likes the Volkswagens, so we got that written on it when in Rome with Ian and Sophie. So wherever we go, we always try and get one, don't we?
The
Christmas tree is pretty much like.
We see it's like us wherever we go. We get a fridge magnet. You know, when we've been on holiday.
Just as bad, aren't we, for that?
Yeah, we get a fridge magnet and a Christmas statue.
Yeah, so. Wakey says he is talking about the 60s and early 70s.
Keith will remember them days.
I'm going to say I didn't even know Cherry Bee was still going, so I can remember Cherry Bee, but
yeah,
I didn't know what, you know.
I can remember my nan on about it. I mean, I was going to say, my nan used to have a lot of it in the house. Flip flop. Most people get sticks of rock only when you go to Blackpool. I get fridge magnets too. I got one of Elsa's pink Cadillac.
But you see, you see that era that Wake is talking about. You know, late 60s. They were like little bottles of baby. Can you remember little bottles of baby sham as well?
Oh, I used to love baby sham when I was little.
And my mum used to drink snowballs and all. That were like eggnog and lemonade, weren't it? And
Keith can remember the 1850s. Flip flops get reported again.
Where's Meltham? Is that where Wakey lives? As I say, when we went to Bideford Bay, we got one from there. We got one from Isle of Wight. What other one we got? Can't remember.
So did my mum, Jeanette.
Yeah, and Eagle says so did my mum, because my mum used to drink snowballs. I used to think they were vile, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's we try and get
oh, it's Huddersfield.
We try and get a memory, don't we, from wherever we've been. So we'll get the normal pictures of, like, we went to Florida, of like with the dolphins, things like that. We got them, and then we'll get a magnet, won't we? We usually pick a magnet throughout the holiday, if not 2, and then we always get a Christmas decoration, don't we?
Yeah.
because we got one.
I tell you what we did get when we went to Cleethorpes. We got Callum a license plate door, name thing for his door.
Right, okay. So we try our best, don't we? We try our best.
I used to live where Baby Shammy's made. They used to have a plastic model of Bambi on the roof.
No way.
But yeah, I mean, well, at the end of the day, Baby Sham is basically a little bottle of champagne, isn't it, really, when you think about it?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
So yeah.
You?
Can you remember the glasses that you used to drink out of with Baby Sham in?
Say that again, Jeanette.
I says, can you remember the glasses that you used to serve Baby Sham in?
Do you remember that?
No, I used to just have it when I was
So said she only remembers it when she had it at home.
It were like not a champagne flute, but it were like a champagne glass. But they were like little
like small ones.
Yeah, like a wider one.
Yeah.
A flatter one.
It come in like a little mini champagne glass.
I vaguely remember
it. Had like a reindeer on the front of it. My mum used to get it for me at Christmas time because it wasn't like an alcoholic drink, but it used to make you feel like you were drinking. So she used to get that for me when I was little.
So she used to sit in the park with all the shouts. What she's trying to say?
No, I didn't.
She was all gangster, Jeanette. That's what it was. It's in the car park now.
Well, it's like us, Ian. I mean, when we have a Christmas dinner, I mean, even though Callum been told enough to drink ever since he's been about 10, we've always let him have a little glass of wine with his Christmas dinner.
Yeah, my dad always had me on the John Smiths. He had me on John Smiths, right? And then when I got to about 13, 14, it was Carl and Strongbow.
Yeah.
My dad was bad. If he'd done that now, we'd be reported, wouldn't he? Literally, how they are now.
Well, you ought to see Callum. You ought to see Callum's face when we went to Kia's, and he gave him that malt whiskey, and he said, "You can't have nothing in it, Callum. You've just got to drink it near you." It about choked him. You ought to have seen him. He went red in face, and he was going, and that were a malt whiskey straight.
Keith has put a link in.
Oh.
Come on, Keith. What is it?
To tell
is it
you.
Self-promotion? Oh, it's
a Baby Sham advert.
Yeah, cinema. It's your cinema advert. Watch, we're going to see Keith in the front row in a minute. Keith's going to be in the front row, I'm telling you. 4 subscribers on this person as well.
Oh, and a Baby Sham advert from the 80s.
I was going to say underneath this one says Baby Sham cinema commercial from 1963.
It's a dodgy link. No, only incense them.
Oh, we were sat in McDonald's talking about these weird links before. We're having our food in McDonald's. And you know where I get my videos from? Well, there's one that come through which was to do with McDonald's, and I went, Sophie, oh, look at this, look.
Get up and walk out.
All I'll say is I'll send it to Chris now and see what he thinks of it.
What?
This is what we were watching before, Chris.
When we were in McDonald's.
When we were in McDonald's.
Keith said he tried to find one from 1850s. No, he's gonna do.
I've just sent you it now. It's saying it's not gone through just yet, but it is.
He says he's got it anyway. Oh dear.
He said he's got the last one, which was the a singing song one, but this is a different kind. Well, it's just gone through now. So this is what I showed Sophie while we were having McDonald's, Chris. She wasn't impressed.
He says it hasn't come through proper yet.
I'm sure he'll have fun watching that
Probably not
one.
want to visit McDonald's again.
Yeah, he might not want to go there. I don't think the staff would have appreciated that video, do you? Why not? Well, you're what?
He says, what's that, salad cream or mayonnaise?
Wow. Garlic mayo.
Oh, dear me. But
so are you looking at doing this competition then?
me, yeah. I mean, if I, you see, that's why I wanted to throw it out there, gauge people's responses. I'm not going to make cake and then nobody enter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's probably going to cost me, I don't know, anywhere between £8 and £10 for ingredients, and then it's got to be in oven 4.5 hours. So I've got to sort of, you know, I've got to make enough back to cover what
You've done.
You know, what I've laid out in first place.
The way around it, I would suggest on it, is put the competition up, saying that you're going to do it, and then give it, say, a 2-week window or a week window, something like that, of pushing it constantly. Get your tickets in, and then once you've got enough in to cover the cost, make the cake.
Yeah. But
do it that way.
You see, same as I said, you know, it's sort of got to be sooner rather than later, because as I say, you've got to have the fruit soaking for a couple of days to start with before you even start making cake. And then you've sort of got to, you know.
The other thing you could do as well, which would possibly benefit your channel or the group, is do it as when you've paid, then if it's like a customer that's not part of the channel or part of the group, say to them, subscribe to my channel as well to be entered into it.
Yeah, you've got to be. Yeah.
Because I've done one of them on the business page for obviously my business. I went from 300 likes on the business page to I've got now 6,500 likes, and that was off one competition.
Yeah.
And that cost me 20 quid. So, but I gained a lot of work out of that. But
yeah, I mean, that were me, you know, that were the idea. I'm going to make a video and saying, well, look, I'm on about baking a Christmas cake, blah, 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 and like sharing it out everywhere. If you're interested, drop me a comment below or whatever, you know what I mean?
I think that's the best thing to do and go about it. As we were talking last night about certain things, I think what I suggested with the sharing stuff like that, I think that would help. It shows, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm on about, don't you?
Yeah. Well, that certain thing I was telling you about, it's more or less doubled in views.
Yeah. So it's just look at mine. Mine's gone up. I know it's Sophie's. Boom. I had to go boom. I did that. That's gone up now. I think it's 3,300. So it's a lot of views, and it's go up within 24 hours for it, and it's just about sharing.
Well, this is it.
Yeah, it's 3,300. And get so I think that could help, to be honest.
But yeah, I've done the same with a couple of more of my videos.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, that one, the latest one, is more or less doubled.
Which is
the amount of views that it's had. What video? Ian likes to share. How can I put it? Videos that people send him.
Yes. Basically, Wacky. I'm a young lad, and I'm a DJ. I have a lot of young friends who are a bit tapped in the head, And he sent me these dodgy videos, so I send them on to Chris. That's how it goes, isn't it, love?
In a nutshell, yeah.
That's how it works, isn't it?
Yeah.
You love some of my videos.
Bloody do.
Yeah, you do. You love my videos.
Gandhi's left flip flop. He's a perv.
To be honest, Flip Flop, if you've seen some of the latest stuff that I've received, you could put me down to that, couldn't you?
Yeah.
We've got celebrity ones, put it that way, that's been aired.
Well, Chris has sort of outlined the nature of the video.
That's as far as it goes, because it counts after that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the woman ate the fries.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get to that part either, mate. I just kind of left it once I realised what was going on. I didn't find out if she ate the fries or not. You didn't either, did you?
No.
We just kind of stopped watching, didn't we?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a couple of other videos that's there with them. We'll send that one to Chris.
What?
Some about sending you some more.
This one's actually funny. Let's see if it's on there. There it is, yeah.
Wakey says, I'm not going to Mikey McDonald's no more.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, Wakey, they were actually in McDonald's when he got sent to him.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen that one. That one's, yeah.
Oh,
So I've just sent Chris another one.
He says, Jesus Christ, so it must be bad.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's funny because you can hear Chris laughing in background.
Very good old bag, that one, isn't it?
That one was different. I sent him the one that the bang one. The one that you were just like, wow. See. I do show stuff for these videos. I do share, don't I? Just say, have a look at this, love. This is interesting today. You don't, do you?
It's a wonder you're both not scarred for life.
To be honest, some of them, Jeanette, right, how they even get put on social media is beyond me. We've sat and spoke about that, haven't we? Certain ones.
Yeah, some of them is just.
Yeah, some of them.
I mean, it's like on Facebook. You see it all the time that this content has been removed. You know what I mean? There's been all sorts of who are about certain content being removed, and you know, yeah, it's like this. You know, how can they allow certain content but not allow something else?
It was like, you might have read about it. There was a 13-year-old girl who, I think it was 3 or 4 fellas had robbed the house that she was in, and I think there was a kid in there, about 2 or 3, and a mum, and she got attacked by machetes. It was in Northern Ireland. It went to the press of what had happened to this girl, but I had actually received the video of what had happened to this 13-year-old girl, and it was just like, how the hell can somebody do that and record it? Because it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting.
Sickos filming it, not, you know what I mean? I threw a good farmer.
I think it was like a dad or a mum. Somebody had filmed it, and she's got like a towel over the back, and they show it on camera what this machete had actually done, and it was horrible. She was just sat there like, what the hell, not realizing actually how bad it was, and it was life threatening. So it was crazy. But there's stuff like that you see, and it's just like, why would somebody?
I mean, it's like nowadays. I mean, sort of, let's say, for instance, sort of back in my day, they just break in, nick stuff, and that's it. But nowadays, they're not even bothered if there's anybody at home.
Yeah.
You know, it's getting to that stage now where they couldn't care less whether there's anybody at home or not.
We had a shooting just down the road from us last night. And then I don't know if you've seen the post I shared today. We had a shotgun, and that was, you know, as you come on to where our close is.
Yeah.
The next close down. That was. So that's literally around the back, isn't it? So, well, it's about a 5-minute drive, isn't it, from us? So
it's everywhere, Ian. I mean, you know, same as I say, it's not just located in certain areas, but it's everywhere. You know, you're constantly coming up on news. There were a couple not so long back they killed, or bloke had killed woman's baby, but she was done as well for allowing him to do it, and that was in Sheffield.
Yeah, it's wrong. Wakey's just put there. That's why I keep a pickaxe behind the door. Again, I was DJing. Within the 20 years of me DJing, I've never, ever had to arm myself with something. But it was only, how long ago was that when you were in the pub with me? I was working. About 3 weeks ago. Sophie's on the stage on a Sunday night, and there was a guy swinging a knife outside with 15 other lads of the venue, which you've been to, by the way. So you know what venue I'm on about, don't you? You've been to the front door to it. And I had to scream at the bar staff, get the metal baseball bats ready because we're outnumbered. And you don't go to work for it. It's just society, isn't it? Just society. It's just how we're getting to live with things now, to be honest. And it's getting more like America, because America's obviously got a lot of knife crime and gun crime. And I feel like that's where we're going down to now.
But there's another thing I want to Gandhi's flips up. Did you not tell you what me and my dog did the other week? What, the bell thing?
I don't know. It might be, you told me about the bell thing, yeah.
Yeah. It's like you how can I put it? You want to protect yours and you know, your home, your family, your loved ones, and whatever.
Yep.
Oh, in part, yeah. A dog attacked his dog.
Wow.
And she never apologized or anything. But you know, it's what I'm trying to say is, what would the police class as reasonable force to protect your family? Now, there's been a lot of ruah about, you know, let's say, for instance, this is sort of speaking metaphorically, somebody were to break into our house, Chris grabbed nearest thing and it were a cricket bat. Now, let's say they were armed with a knife or baseball bat or whatever, and Chris, you know, bashed them to kingdom come with this cricket bat. The fear is, would he get arrested for GBH because he's, you know, he's protecting his loved ones and his property.
Yeah, it's a hard one. We were told after the landlord got murdered over in Widnes early on this year. Again, a guy that I know very, very well. Cheshire Police actually said, because the guy that I work for, he's head licensee, pub watch kind of thing. He said, if somebody comes at us now with a knife in a venue, where do we stand? And Cheshire Police Constable said, you hit them as hard as possible, you take them down, but don't just leave it as that and then walk off and then expect somebody else to phone the police. You report them to the police and we'll have your back over them. But it's always been in my head, would that be the case?
If in your own home?
Yeah, would it be the case? You know what I mean? That's in a venue, but then if it's in your own home and you hit somebody, then reports it, well, he's just broke in, so I've hit the idiot. He's on the floor and he's not moving. Got to come and get him. Where would you lie then? As for it, I don't always believe what the police have to say, to be honest.
Yeah, but I'm still going back to the thing. I mean, now breaking and entering's got a lot different to what it were way back when, if you know what I mean, 20, 30 years ago.
Oh, I'd love someone to break into it. It wouldn't get out alive.
If somebody were to break in, they're not going to come empty-handed. They're going to bring weapons with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, it's like when we lived in flat. There were a bloke chasing his missus right car. It were one of these BB guns, but we didn't know that.
Yeah, could be anything.
We phoned cops and we said there's anyone chasing around our car actually, and we said there's a bloke. He's got a gun. He's chasing his missus around our car. We did right thing, and this copper just turned around and says, "Well, whatever you do, don't go out and confront him." And I went, "You're joking, aren't you?" I says, "We didn't even turn lights on, let alone go out and confront him. That's how scared we are, because we didn't know at the time that it were only a BB gun. For all we knew, it were a real gun."
Yeah. That's the thing. They're that real looking these days as well. You don't know what's real and what's not. We've had a similar issue within the last week and a half. Lucky enough, Sophie wasn't with me, but I'll speak about that again offline. But you don't know what's real and what's not. Let's say.
Well, this is it. I mean, same as I say, it were pitch black outside. We only knew that there was something going on because we could hear shouting, and she's shouting up to us, "Phone police, phone police."
Yeah.
But having said that, same as I say, we phoned police. At the time, we didn't know it weren't a real gun, but they went to her house the next day, and she won't give them a statement. So you like, why bother?
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. You know what, Wakey's right. Some of them pistols.
But that's not here. That's where we used to live before, and that's one of the reasons why we got out of there. It was becoming like Wild West.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it everywhere is now. I think it's just how the UK is changing. I think the young kids that are growing up now just believe that that's how they should handle things, is have guns and knives. It's going to get worse.
Yeah, even an air pistol could kill. But as I say, we weren't to know at the time that it weren't a real gun. It looked like a real gun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But then all that you can do to kids now is say, "Don't do it again."
You know what I mean? And we weren't to know it weren't a real gun. It looked like a real gun. It was dark. You can't tell in dark whether it's a real gun or whether it's not a real gun. And then you've got this daft copper saying, "Well, don't go out and confront him." We're not that stupid. I says we didn't even put light on. We sat here in dark.
Yeah. It's not good. It just seems to be getting more and more. It's horrible. You just got to look after yourself, haven't you?
Yeah.
Look what happened to us today. What I was telling you about before.
Yeah.
This one was telling me to calm down, but at the same time, I know accidents happen, but no one watches. Everyone's out for themselves these days. He wasn't bothered.
Who were you shot? Thomas says. But yeah, I mean, it could have been worse. It is what I was saying about your situation. It could have been worse.
Yep. I'm still jet left before.
Anybody, Thomas?
Yeah.
With that idiocy being
it were a story like when we were.
It's frozen. What's happened? Jeanette is frozen. So, can anyone else see me? And Sophie? Jeanette is frozen. It still says on my phone, it's still going. I don't know if her phone's died or what. But it looks like she's gone off. Jeanette! So, guys, what's everyone up to? If you can see, put a chat. Chris, with her, Yeah, we can see you. You still live, DJ? Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. This is awkward. Jeanette. Oh, it's that way. Come on, Jeanette. Come back to us. Jeanette's frozen. Tommy, mummy home. What's happened? Jeanette is frozen. It's gone down just to me. Jeanette, I'm still here. I will run this for you. Be good. I will not get you banned. Look at Soph. We started to say the other week, me and my dog. That's good, flip flop. So it needs to happen. Needs more things like that to happen, to be honest. So to be honest with you, flip flop, it's like if you were there a minute, it's getting worse. The venue that I'm doing, which I've been doing for the last 2 years, that's not a very safe place. I don't like going. A few technical problems. Chris, I'm still here just for you. Come on, Jeanette. You can come back to the chat. Be back shortly. Circle of death. Laugh out loud. Jeanette, I'll just keep it going for you if you want. Don't worry about me. I'll stay here. Just go and join. Welcome all to DJ's live stream. Poor Jeanette. How's this Tennis the DJ show? I don't know, Pixie. Good, isn't it? Better than that Pixie's channel. Just saying. Do you reckon, love? Isn't Jeanette's channel so much better than Pixie's? Yeah. She said yeah. She said yeah. Come on, Jeanette. You can do it. Can we come faster? Well, that sounds wrong. I'm back. She's back. Jeanette, how do we get you back into the StreamYard then? Can you just join it? Tell me what I've got to do. We're walking in the park when silence saw a man running, so it headed him off. Shall I stop, please?
There you go. I forgot to add myself.
She's back. She's back.
I forgot to add myself because I just had to refresh it. But with this StreamYard, you have to actually add yourself to live stream, and I hadn't done that. So
I was sat here like, oh.
I do apologise that. First of all, it was the YouTube, and I'll just go in circle, you know how it goes.
Yeah.
And then I actually went up to StreamYard, and then that started. So what I've done is I've plugged Ethernet cable in. Obviously, signal for Wi-Fi's dropped. It must have been.
Yeah, it's dropped on it.
Did you think we hadn't put a bobbin meter or?
Yeah, something like that. We weren't too sure the electric went. We wasn't too sure if there was guns going off outside, so you switched the electric off quick.
Yeah. But same as I say, it first of all, it started on YouTube with Circle. And then I went over to StreamYard, and that would do it same. So I just refreshed both of them. And
that's what did on here. It just gives a circle. You was just frozen. And I was like, can you still see me? Am I still here?
No, I didn't press anything. It just went off. So I do apologise. She's
back. The Christmas tree's been pushed into the corner now, so it must be near enough done. It's all. Did you know it was 1 year ago today that we had a similar live stream like this, where Sophie was putting the Christmas tree up?
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier on, and I said we all rang in on for big switch on.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Last year it was the same. So, where's the two ones upstairs, the Disney ones? You going to get them? Do you know where they are?
Yes.
Yes? Sure?
Oh, it's absolutely pinning it down.
Yeah. It's not raining here. It's all right here.
Chris has just opened door to let Tucker in, and it's absolutely lashing it down for a change.
Looking at the light across the way, I can't see any rain, so it doesn't look like it's raining. It's not on the windows or anything, so.
But yeah, I forgot about that, Gandhi. I forgot about that one. Yeah, you can do. So yes, I do apologise wholeheartedly. It doesn't usually happen.
Yeah, she doesn't. It's a bit unusual for that to happen, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it could be with weather. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not available for switching on the lights. I know I'm a massive celeb, but I'm fully booked.
But yeah, I can remember that this time last year. So nearly ready.
Yes, no.
You love life, though, aren't you? It's been so hard though, Jeanette, putting all these baubles on this tree. My fingers are so sore.
Yeah, right. Gives that there supping JD and Co. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's got to be hard work lifting that glass up.
it is. Really is. It's good. You know what? I've not had a drink for ages either. Not in the house anyway. And just today, I just went bucket. I'm getting some Coke in
Yeah,
there.
Gandhi says his rates have gone up this year. I want to see your ugly mug.
Chris, we've just gone from 9 people watching down to 6 when you put your head on the TV.
Well, it were 9 when I first came back, but then it went down to 6 and it's gone up 1 now.
7. Still a month too early to put a tree up. True story. I reckon it should be Christmas Eve it goes up.
We always put ours up on 1st of December, which obviously is Sunday, so
Then comes down Boxing Day.
yeah, and then as soon as Christmas Day's done, we take it down.
I was going to say, we normally put ours up on the 1st, but because both of us are working all weekend, and I've got Sunday night in work, Sophie likes us both to be here when it's going up. So we said we'll do it today, didn't we? Obviously, I'm in work tomorrow, so that'll break through now. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I've got Monday off, Tuesday back in, Wednesday off, Thursday in, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Keep going. Keep it going.
Put it up on the 24th.
Yeah, put it up on the 24th and take it down on the 26th. What do you reckon? All right. Put it up on the 24th and we'll take it down on the 25th about 10 o'clock at night when Christmas Day's over.
No.
See what I mean? See what you mean? I don't know. I'm not a fan of Christmas anymore, Jeanette. I think you know why. I think
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've just been like that. Soph loves it. I try and get in the spirit with Soph, but I just don't know.
Well, I mean, I more or less said the same thing earlier. You know what I mean? It's not what it used to be. It's not. With Callum being like 17 now, it's it loses its sparkle.
Yeah. Mine lost it about 23 years ago.
You know, and on top of that, you know, my mum's not here anymore, so that's sort of when it comes to birthdays and Christmas and things like that, it you know, it is hard.
Yeah. So that mine again, mum, and then my dad. Don't get me wrong. As much as I don't speak to my dad and stuff now, he always tried and made it the best every year afterwards, and he really did. I'm not saying we didn't have good Christmases and stuff like that afterwards. But I don't know. When you're something about 16, 17, you just kind of lose it, don't you?
But the thing is, once you have kids, then it makes it different, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get that. Probably would. I think it'd be a bit different with a kid.
Carla's put, we leave ours up until the 6th of January. That's the day of Epiphany. 3 Kings Day, and it's Carla's birthday, January 6th.
When we've got a kiddie, obviously.
Yeah, I think this was just
to make it special for them.
Wow.
You know, it's same as I say. You have to make it special for your kids, if you know what I mean, and it gives you a new meaning to do it, if you know what I mean.
Well, we'll never find out.
See...
I'm having that injection. What lasts us for 13 years? So
yeah. You know what Chris would say, don't you? You're not coming near my Winky with that.
I was all game for it. Sophie wouldn't let me though.
Yeah, right.
For having children. She says children. I said child.
What's it?
You've got to have more than one.
No, one's enough. Of course we can. It can be lonely at Christmas.
Well, you see,
yeah.
I mean, look at it this way, Ian.
Go on.
When Callum were about a year old, we tried for another one and it never happened.
Yeah.
So, but I were 40 when I had Callum in first place.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you know, if you can get pregnant, if you can have more than one, then, you know, because we wanted another, but it never happened.
Happened, yeah.
Well, if Sophie ever gets pregnant, no, Sophie's long, she'll have quads.
Sophie ever gets pregnant, I'm becoming a nun.
She'll have to do a Gemma at Coronation Street. Have 4 in one go.
Yeah, literally. That's 4 in one go.
And you don't have to bother again.
I think that's the Gemma in Coronation Street. Have 4 in one go.
No.
Well, I'm just going to finish off decorating the tree that I've done. So, my little piece that I made. So that's what I've done, isn't it? This is what we got from Florida this time.
I bet that took a lot of effort switching that on.
Well, when we got this is the date on, Jeanette, of when we actually went to Florida.
Oh.
Which is obviously the 1st October. Hence why we got it. So that's one of them. Right, we need to get that off, don't we? Right, scissors.
Gandhi says, just think if she has a boy, look at all the toys you can play with.
True.
True story. Remote control cars, yeah.
See, he's into it now.
But there's no guarantee.
There isn't. No, my luck, it'll come up.
But you see, I had
multi-gender.
I had 4 boys.
Literally, no, my luck, it'll come out multi-gender. It'll be half woman, half fella. No, my luck. We got this one as well, Jeanette. So we got that one as well.
Well, that's lovely.
I picked that one.
I've got a question, and it's either of you can answer. Have you been to see, or are you going to see the Frozen 2?
We will be, yes, we will be.
We do want to see it, yeah. But,
should I do a bit of a spoiler now? Elsa gets frozen death, and Olaf melts.
Gandhi says, if it's a girl, I'm sure you will look quite fetching in a frilly tutu.
I reckon so. Okay. That's not going to sit up, is it? So if I put that there somewhere. Wait, we've got the Christmas light switch on. It's like Blackpool Illuminations.
Gandhi says he's seen Frozen 2. I've seen that one. It ain't even out at. Is it out at Pictures?
Yeah, it's out now.
Oh, is it out already?
Yeah, it's been out for about a week.
Oh.
Seen what?
Frozen 2.
That's the first one.
he's not just like
Wacky. I do have a app that I use. That normally gets the HD copies within about a month of it being released. So hit me up if you want, and I can send you a link to it if you want, mate.
It says that. Candy says I opened the freezer and nearly froze my knackers off.
What do you reckon to that?
I like it.
So you've done your bit now, have you, Ian?
Yeah, I only done that because you can't reach.
At least you're admitting it.
Yeah. That was my bit. I even switched it on. You can just see the glow around Sophie's head. Well, don't be breaking it now.
I was touching the robin.
Robin, why is the Robin? Got a robin on the tree and everything. Poor Sue to be climbing that tree for that bird later.
That looks very nice on top of the tree.
Yeah, it's basically we got the Disney tree topper from Primark yesterday, the day before. And I said, we can put some fairy lights in it. I said, I'll light it up. So I just got a battery operated fairy lights, just fed them all in. So it was in the ear parts and put it in that way. And it's
we have turkey on Christmas Day. We have a turkey crown. We don't buy a turkey. It says, cheers Ian, but I have about 20 links to free movies only on cam at the minute. Should be an HD copy in 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's roughly what I get. It's probably what you're using is probably similar to what I've got, to be honest. So,
and no, Sprouts is off the menu in the Pickering house.
No, Sprouts.
No, we don't do Sprouts. So are you hey up, Suki's there, look. She wants to explore. Yeah. Says, oh look, that looks interesting.
Yeah. Who's this? Is this Jeanette? You know who Jeanette is. You've seen
Suki.
Jeanette. You've met Jeanette.
His black boyfriend here.
Do you want a boyfriend? Just like no.
Yeah, look, I'm just going to take camera around and I'll show you your boyfriend, Suki.
What boyfriend?
Can you see he's black like you?
You're interested.
Benny.
I was going to say that's. Yeah. Chris is in the corner.
Yeah. So yeah, he's busy having to wash his Benny. They look like twins.
See, could be your boyfriend, Sukes.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Gonna go live in Sheffield. You can go live
Right,
in
good
Sheffield
for you.
if
Just
want.
think of them as mini cabbages. No, we still don't have them.
She done the grand
Has
switch.
Benny still got? No, we haven't. I'm afraid. So Sue cannot be getting pregnant. Has Benny still got his bits? No, none of our 3 have got the bits, including Lucy.
So I said she's been done, hasn't she? Yeah. Yes, she has. She's been done.
Still when she was a baby.
Yeah. So she's been done.
Yeah.
She's in the LA. She's good.
Yeah, they're not be any little Benny and Suki's.
Ah, little Sukes.
Yeah.
That's it. She's done the grand switch on without a countdown and anything. She's just gone bump and switching them on. Shocking, this, Jeanette.
It's all right. I'm laughing at what Thomas has put.
We've been waiting 2.5 hours for this grand switch on.
Right, White Rose Thomas says, you are no man unless you want to kill your own Christmas turkey. Plenty of them jumping off the back of lorries coming from France. No excuses. Ronnie has his bits has gone as well.
It's Christmas time.
Ooh. Suki don't look very impressed.
She never does.
Just sort of looking up and down at it and thinking, well, I don't know what all fuss is about. It looks lovely.
What she'll do, she'll go underneath it now and she'll hide under the tree now. That'll be her new hide and spec for the next month.
Thomas says police tree, lots of blue light. Yeah, Candy says cat doesn't look impressed. That's what I said. But looked up and down and thought, and about like our tree. Because Chris always warns them before we put Christmas tree up. No climbing up tree. We don't want to come down in morning and it be lay on floor with all baubles all over floor. So he warns them before he puts it up.
Especially
She's-
if it's a ginger one.
She's normally pretty good, to be honest. She doesn't really. You know what she's like. You've met her. She's she's very timid, isn't she? She doesn't feel. Say she's very timid. The last, say, 2 weeks, she's got this little bit of a playful side to her, where she's running around the living room now after laces and all kinds of things, which she never used to do. Now she's getting a bit playful for that.
Same as I say, I mean, our Lucy's still not herself. She's coming down more than she were before, but never has she gone and hid upstairs. But we've noticed, like, since about Sunday, Monday, she's been coming down a lot more, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, like this time last week, we wouldn't see her for days. And she's hid under, we've got like a computer table in the spare bedroom, and she's actually hiding under there.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know whether I can't remember. Last time she went out, she not even go outside. So I think something spooked her outside, and she's not entertaining it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say fireworks got this one. Fireworks got her, didn't it?
Yeah, she doesn't like that.
She doesn't like the fireworks. Where's the lights from up there?
No, she don't go very far. She goes in next door's garden, doesn't she? And that's about it. She don't go very far.
That's a good suit, to be honest. She does that. She'll go next door, out the back, on the front. She'll try and follow me and Sophie, but that's about it.
Wakey says you have watched National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Keep the cat away from the tree. I'm dreading putting the tree. I can see Ronnie having it over. He loves balls and flashy things. Thomas says, I got sick of the cat pulling the Christmas tree down at my sister's. So last year I screwed it to the floor with the drill. It was proper secure. One screw went straight through the water pipe. Oh dear. Even though we've got 3 aren't too bad. Because Tucker's youngest, he's more playful and he's more likely to. Yeah. Yeah, but I was watching a video on YouTube and it says 10 signs your cat loves you. And every single one, it was what Tucker does, like headbutts you and follows you and, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but not to the toilet.
Well, and I some as I say, I was watching it on YouTube and it says 10 signs your cat loves you. Comes when they shouted. So that I think they were about just one that Tucker don't do. So
What's that?
I forget. I've been to bed since then.
I'm
So,
just watching Sophie now bring more Christmas stuff out.
Do the living room today, and then I'll do the whole room tomorrow.
What's she doing the hall tomorrow?
Oh.
So the living room's getting done something today. Where do we get that from? Is that Primark?
No, that was mine.
Gandhi says his favourite toy is a white ball that flashes blue and red, and he goes nuts for it. He saw he went to police dog in, you know, before you got him. Like blue and red.
Goes wild for her. So are we doing the bedding tonight then?
No, I want to get the red under stuff.
We're not doing the bed tonight either. It's the first time it's been changed since Christmas.
Wakey says Nell follows me everywhere. Dumb dog sits down behind me, tripped over her loads of times. But yeah, some as I say, I just happened to be watching this thing and it said 10 signs your cat loves you, and I thought, oh, I'll watch it anyway. So, you know, so obviously took us head over heels for Chris. Because I think 9 out of 10 things he does.
I always say to Sophie that Suki doesn't love me. She doesn't, does she?
Much.
She doesn't. She never cuddles me. She never comes by me, Jeanette. None of it. Doesn't even love me.
No, she just gets in between you and Sophie. She don't like sharing you.
Something like that, isn't it? She got a bit jealous the other day, didn't she? She actually moved Sophie from this side of the couch. We had to swap over. And then when I was lying down, she comes sat next to me. She was just like, nope, it's not happening. Little soup.
Candice put Owen, he has a night garden softball which has the character voices. When he's playing with it, you will hear Micka Mackamoo. Oh dear.
Oh, I'm getting knackered now.
I know. And not be long. I'll shut it down soon because we'll be off skizzing a bit.
I think I've had too much JD.
You'll probably be falling asleep on the sofa.
Oh no, I did that last night. Was it last night you shouting at me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Night
before. I fell asleep. I never usually fall asleep on the couch, but I had my arm around Suki, and because she gives off like loads of heat when she sits next to you. I think that's she was like lying on my chest, my belly, weren't she? And the heat off that was just knocking me out. So I fell asleep with my arm over her, and then she woke me up and said, "Come on, we're going upstairs." Right, okay. So, what dog do you have, Wakey? I'll see. So yeah, last night I don't know what was something last night. I just couldn't sleep, and then me and you was talking, weren't we, till about 4 o'clock this morning, weren't we?
Yeah, something like that. Same as I say, I don't have trouble nodding off. It's just that when I wake up and I have to go to the toilet, that's when I'm wide awake.
Yeah.
And rather than get back in bed and be tossing and turning and disturbing Chris, I come down here.
That's all I was doing last night.
Jack Russell Stafford Cross. That's a bit of a weird combination, isn't it?
Mm. But yeah, last night, that's all I was doing. I was just tossing and turning. Just couldn't get comfy. And I was just wide awake. So I sat there on my phone and going through YouTube. And then we were talking. I looked at the clock. It was 4 o'clock in the morning. I put my phone down the side. I remember my phone lighting up, which you take it within yourself messaging. And then after that, gone. Just fell asleep. And then a bit awake since about, 10 o'clock? 9:30, 10 o'clock?
What time? I think it was about 11 when I woke up.
It was about 9:30, 10 o'clock for us. We've been out to Warrington today and did a bit of Christmas shopping and stuff. We didn't get back till 7 o'clock.
Oh.
Been out all day.
Well, I've been on about 2.5 hours. I think I'm going to shut it down because, as I say, Chris has got to go up with Callum in morning.
Mm-hmm.
Shane, make another you lazy sod. No, I'll still be awake all night. No. So, right, I'm going to shut it down and thank you, Ian, for coming on with me. And I want to thank everybody in the chat that's been here and gone and are still here. And I will see you all on Fridays. Well, probably not you, Ian.
Wait and see.
Right. Okay then. So I'll see you all later. Thank you for coming in. And I'll try and set the wheels in motion as regards the Christmas cake. So I'll see you all on Friday's live stream.
See you later. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.